Good morning, everybody. Steve here again with some service drivers. I wanted to start off with one that I just went through the other day, and I learned a valuable lesson. I had some guests in the back, and they were talking about their whatever they were doing and this, that, and the other thing, and I chimed in. And I noticed that after I did, they were talking quieter amongst themselves, which led me to believe that they didn't want me involved in their conversation. So something, just a heads up, and again, it doesn't happen, or it hasn't happened that often, but it's potentially something that could, because I just, as I said before, I naturally involved myself in the conversation, but it was as if they didn't really want me to. So again, just a small nuanced thing, but something to pay attention to. You know, if they're sharing back and forth, great, but if not, be cautious a little bit about that. Secondly, I know you've all experienced this at one point or another, is the email voice, I call it, where you're mid-conversation, having a great conversation, and then all of a sudden their whole voice changes, and or they go quiet or something like that. And I look back, sure enough, in the mirror, and they're head down in an email or a text, or they're dealing with some sort of personal or business related item. So I just kind of let the conversation die rather than keep going on, like, you know, what did you say, or what's going on, or or whatever. Just let it be, and then let them kind of deal with that situation, whatever. And then when they're looking up and around again, then I'll maybe engage where we were. But again, a small thing, but it's more of a courtesy, if anything, because they're obviously came across something that they need to pay attention to. My opinion, I have learned the hard way, if you will. I have said some things probably that I shouldn't have said, and it wasn't because I was being belligerent or I was being pissed or I was this or that. It's just that I didn't take time enough to really think about what I was saying or if it was appropriate. And so now I count to five in my head and think, should I say that, or should I go that angle or bring that up in this conversation? And honestly, probably 80% of the time, don't say what I was going to say, because I think about it, it might not be the right thing to say, or could kind of maybe change the conversation if somebody gets pissed at what I was saying. And again, I mean no ill, there's no ill attempt on my part to say anything weird. I just noticed that sometimes I say something, I'm like, ooh, maybe that wasn't the best thing to say. Because of their reaction. So now I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I go, okay, maybe this is, fitting to the conversation or whatever. Another thing, kind of unrelated to people, but I'll do it usually once a day. I'll sit as a passenger. I just sit in my back and see what it looks like, or what is my position correct, and does it look clean back there? Is there an empty bottle or trash? People leave a lot of things in the back, and sometimes when you sit as a passenger, you'll see dust, or you'll see this, or you'll see that, just from a different vantage point, whereas you get stuck in driving all day and you don't necessarily notice those little things. So just, I encourage you, once or twice a day, sit as a passenger and see what they see, what their experience is like. And another thing, I really want them to leave a comment about me. So again, I don't act or try to do a bunch of weird things, or, to try to really drive that comment. But I really want them to leave a comment. To me, that's an important thing, because it means I really, struck a good conversation with them. They appreciated it, and, they'll leave a comment about it was a great conversation, or it was this, or it was that, or he was engaging, or he helped us with our stuff, or he did this or did that or whatever. So I think for somebody to go out of their way to leave a comment is a huge thing. It means I had an impact, as far as I'm concerned. Again, this is all my opinion, but take it. And again, if these things help, great. If you're not, or you already do them, and a lot of people already do these things, but I'm just kind of sharing the things that I do or I come across as I'm driving, because I think it's important. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I would love it. And let me know if you have any comments in the comments box about things you would like to know about, or other, customer service type things, because I have a bunch more to go, but I'm going to leave them in upcoming videos. So anyway, thank you all, and have a great day. Bye.